I'm ready for more. If you fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And we are underway from Houston. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6.
Let's go.
Go street.
Where you at? Who's that? Is that you?
Big Lion.
Who's that? Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Check three. Go.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Mike 6.
You better bring it. Check Bobcat. Now you better bring it.
Shift.
Check 52. Hurt. Check 25.
They run the counter with Cook. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Check the backer.
Go, Rig. Go. Check. Hurt.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Big hold to the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 6. Here we go.
Street.
Slam.
Kill. Check that. Street. Hey, turn it up.
They run the counter. It's Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Dragon 60.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Mike 6. Mike 6. I know he ain't got it. Say, hey.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety.
Herc.
He's creeping.
Right there. Herc. Check 49. Check 49.
Kill.
On first down, Cook. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Herc. Mike 6. Mike 6. Keep it up, defense. Panther Street.
Watch out.
Check. Kill.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Check. Hey, smash Bronco. 99. Check 99.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
60 Eagle. Ricky. Check smash. Check.
Shit. Showing eight.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
Check 13. 18 Cardinal. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. You ain't Riggs. Panther 11. Mike 6.
What we got?
Hey, check Mike. Mike 6.
Back to throw. Rutledge. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
What you got?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Here we go.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Check. Street. Watch the shift.
On first down, Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
4 down. Check. Safe.
Check smash. Trap 60.
Mike 6. You're not ready. Out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rutledge flushed out right. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Let's go. Let's bring it. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Mike,
Big alert.
6.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get
Big lion.
D-line, get that quarterback. Shift.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 6. No gain on this defense, no gain.
Bang. Go street. Check Bobcat. Hurt. SOS.
They run the counter. It's Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
on the play. And it's third down.
Street. Go, 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 go. Mike Six.
From the gun on third down, Rutledge. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Slam, slam, slam.
A first down carry for Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Texans' 46-yard line.
Here we go.
19 tight. 19 tight. Hurt.
Mike Six.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike. Mike Six. Mustang 19.
Mike Six.
Looking to throw. Rutledge. He'll drop this off for Davis. Only able to gain a couple there. And just like that, it's third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
60 Eagle. Hey, check Mike. Mike Six. 18, Pioneer.
Mike Six.
Check.
It's our time.
Hey, check Mike. Mike Six.
I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. Rutledge. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Four foes and Mike. Mike's four.
60 Maverick.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
44, Mike, 44.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kaiser White, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
So now with a late touchdown, not only will they take the lead to the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here. A final shot before break. Rutledge. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always...
And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hatchet, hatchet.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Check, hurt, hurt.
Me.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Mike 6, Mike 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
We own them.
Check 3, check 3.
Watch the safety creep.
Check, crunch, crunch.
Hey, check that, street.
Check hot route, hot.
Hey, smash.
Move.
On first down, Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Check 20.
Hurt. 10. Right there. Hurt.
Hey, watch the edge. Watch
Check smash.
Mike 6.
Panther Street.
Not today, you aren't. Not today.
Handoff comes to Cook, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Check. Ring alert. Go street.
Mike 6.
Check Mike.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Houston.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the Vikings 5-yard line.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Big edge. Street.
They run it again with Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
19 Tiger. Afraid of me? You street.
Mike 6.
70 Ranger.
Just like that.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6. Watch the run.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to...
And that is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
17, Texans 14.
McCann's got it teed up.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Here we go, G. Switch.
Trap alert. Say, hey.
Motion.
Hey. Check Bobcat.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Check 37. 19 Lions. Hey, check Mike 6.
Looking to throw. Rutledge. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Ain't doing nothing.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Returnable here for Davis. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Deuce.
Alert.
Switch. You got tight. You got
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Mike 6. Mike 6.
Back to throw. Rutledge. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Go! Cougar 19! Go, Rig! Go!
Wide. Get wide.
Hurt!
Here's a give to Davis, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Let's go, tight end, let's go right here now. Buffalo 18. Hurt.
Mike 6. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Hey, check Mike 6.
Looking to throw. Rutledge. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 34 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
And not much to speak of there, maybe a yard down to the 20.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 18 Rattler.
Mike 6. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Cougar 19. Mike 6. Don't let him Dragon 60. Don't let him breathe.
Back to throw. Rutledge escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike 6. You must Panther 11.
Mike 6.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Mike 6.
Hey, tight. Hey, check Mike.
Looking to throw. Rutledge. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Cook. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Warriors 70. Right there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
No pain, no gain.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
The extra point up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man, complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Houston. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
He's back to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity.
Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans have retaken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Texans 28, Vikings 24.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 6. Check.
Hey, we gotta get to the ball, D. We gotta get to the ball.
Mustang 19.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6.
Danny.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Riggs.
That's me.
18, Pioneer.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike 6. Mike 6.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
19 Tiger. 60 Maverick. Hey, smash.
Mike 6.
I got wide. Mike 6. Watch the pass.
Hey, check Mike 6.
He'll look to throw.
Here I come.
He's going to let it fly.
Here I come.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11.
And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game.
Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Houston, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.